second part of our chapter 4, that is from the economic side, and the name of our chapter is globalization and the Indian economy. Okay, so in this topic, in this part, first we'll discuss about what is globalization, factors that have enabled globalization, World Trade Organization, okay, impact of globalization in India and the struggle for a fair globalization. Okay, so first of all, I would just like to clear the meaning of that is the globalization. It means in the previous video we have discussed about the MNC. MNC it means multinational corporation. Okay, so this MNC, always this MNC, they are just searching the proper place to set up their factories. Okay, it means because if they want to expand their business, okay, so that's why in the different part of the world they are just setting their factories. Okay, so in this way we can say that the large part of the foreign trades, it is just possible because of this MNC, because of this multinational corporation, and it means we are just looking the so many product. Okay, and this product that are manufactured in the different part of the world. Now this product are just reach in our control. Okay, it means in a very few days we can just get this product very easily, and it was not possible when the globalization is not there. Okay, so in this it means we can say that in the simply if we just discuss about the definition of the globalization, so we can say that this globalization is a process of rapid integration or interconnection between countries. Okay, it means this globalization, they are just interlinked to the different countries. Okay, and with the help of this globalization, the two countries, they are just connected to each other, because and not only in the product. Okay, because sometimes it means one of the country, they are just giving the different type of services like also. Okay, so with the help of the service and with the help of this product, the two countries, they are just connected to each other. Okay, and in this way they can just expand their business all over the world. So this is, we can say that the globalization factor that have enabled the globalization. It means in this topic mainly we will discuss about that which factor they are just develop the process of the globalization. Okay, it means किन कारणों से globalization को बढ़ावा मिलता है. Okay, either in which factors they are just in the favor of the globalization. Okay, so firstly we will discuss about the technology. Okay, so in this technology we can say that the rapid improvement in technology has been major factor that has just favor the globalization process. Okay, it means in the past 50 years have several improvement in the transportation technology. Okay, it means if we discuss about the technology, so now we have just different type of technology are there. Okay, and with the help of this technology, easily we can just connect to the any part of the country. Okay, it means due to the help of the internet. Okay, because right now the internet, it is very much familiar. Okay, so with the help of the internet we can just search the product from any of the countries. Okay, and with the help of the internet we can just set our mail to the another country, we can give the order to them. Okay, so it means we can say that this technology, because of the transformation, this transportation and the transformation, these two things are there. Okay, so with the help of these two things, easily we can connect to the another country. Okay, and with the help of the fast route of transportation, we can easily get the product. If we want the raw material, then also we can get it easily. And if we want to send our product, manufactured product to the another country, in another way, if we just want the product, so with the help of the transportation, easily we can get it. So this is the main thing is the technology. Okay, it means with the help of technology, the globalization, it is very much popular. Okay, so one example is there, using IT in globalization. Okay, it means one example is given in a book. It means one news company is there, so they want to just publish the news for their own company. It means these companies are there the London. Okay, so they want to just publish one of the article for their newspaper. So that's why first of all they are just send the themes of the article to the Indian company with the help of the email. Okay, and after that the Indian company, they are just complete, it means with the help of the designing process, they are just prepare it in a proper manner, and again they are just send the this proper things to the again to the London company. And after that, when the things is completely prepared, okay, and the things, it means we can say that the time of the money, okay, it means we can just say that the time of the charging. So with the help of the net banking, and easily they are just sending the amount to the Indian market. Okay, it means this particular Indian company, they are just sending the amount. So we can say that with the help of the technology, the MNC and the globalization process, it is very much easy. And now we can check that the liberalization of foreign trade and foreign investment policy. So now we just think about, again we'll just come to the example of the Chinese toy, because in the first previous video I have just given the example of the Chinese toys to you. Okay, so again we'll just come to that here one word is there, that is a liberalization. Liberalization, it means the government will give some relaxation to the trade in the another countries. Okay, government कुछ relaxation देती है trade में. Okay, so this relaxation, it is known as the liberalization. Okay, so again we'll just come to the example of the Chinese toy. So why it is possible for the Chinese company that they can easily just develop their market in India? Because it means in the starting time there are no any type of barriers are there for the setting of the business. Okay, it means easily the Chinese company, they can just they can just send their products in our country. Okay, so in this way we can say that because the barriers is not there. Okay, so that's why easily this Chinese company can. Suppose if it is if it will happen that there are some taxes, okay, on the Chinese company, if they will just send their product to the another country, to the our country. यदि Chinese company के ऊपर इस तरह से कुछ टैक्स लगाए जाते हैं कि यदि उनको इतना अमाउंट में टैक्स पे करना पड़ेगा, तभी वो हमारी कंट्री में अपने जो उनका प्रोडक्ट है उसको सेल कर सकती है. What will happen in this situation? Definitely, because if they have to just sell their product in our country, so they have to pay the tax. It means this is known as the barriers. उसमें फिर क्या, ये एक तरह से बैरियर, रुकावट का काम करता है. So in this time, the Chinese companies, they cannot easily sell their product in Indian market. Okay, so that's why we can say that this is the tax barrier, and so this is the thing that government can use tax barrier to increase or decrease. Okay, it means this is the choice for the government, then they can just increase or decrease the tax barrier. ये गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर होता है कि वो टैक्स बैरियर को बढ़ा भी सकते हैं, कम भी कर सकते हैं, and whatever the things they can just apply by their own. So we can say that after the independence, it is very much the things is that thing that is after the independence, it is clear that there are had to put the barrier to the foreign trade and foreign investment. Because this is considered necessary to the protect and producer within the country from foreign competition. It means industries were just coming up in the 1950 and 1960. So in this time the competition from import at its large stage would not have allowed this industry to come up. It means at the time of 1950 to 1960, it means at the time it is not allowed to the Chinese company that they can come. So it is very much important for any of the developing country or any of the developed country. यदि कोई developed country है तो उन्होंने ऐसा किया है कि स्टार्टिंग में उन्होंने किसी भी दूसरी कंट्रीज को अपने यहाँ अपने मार्केट में प्रोडक्ट सेल करने की परमिशन नहीं दी है. रीजन, because if they will not allow to the other country to sell the product in our country, so what will happen? अपनी कंट्री के जो मार्केट है उसको बढ़ावा मिलेगा और in the same manner, okay, this is very important for the prosperous of any of the country. Say, and if you just think Chinese company, they can just easily set up their market in our country. Okay, so in this way, we can say that starting around 1991, some far-reaching changes in the policy were made in India. The government decided that the time had come from Indian producer to compete with the producer around the globe. Okay, so it means starting में उनके ऊपर ऐसा टैक्सेस वगैरह का प्रावधान था, बट आफ्टर 1991 द गवर्नमेंट दे हैव जस्ट रिमूव ऑल द रिस्ट्रिक्शन, जितनी भी जो रुकावटें थी वो सब गवर्नमेंट ने रिमूव कर दी थी. व्हाट इज द मेन एम फॉर रिमूविंग? बिकॉज द गवर्नमेंट वांट that the producer of our country they will just compete with the another countries. अपने यहाँ के जो प्रोड्यूसर हैं वो क्या करें, दूसरी कंट्रीज के प्रोड्यूसर से क्या करें, कंपटीशन फेस करें. ओके, बिकॉज टू बिकम a developed country, या यदि हम एक सिंपल एग्जांपल लें, ओके, if you want to achieve a high position in class, so what should you do? You will just compete with your classmate. यदि हम अपने क्लासमेट से कंपटीशन करेंगे, then easily we can get the high position. So in this time the government want that the producer of this country they will just compete with the foreign trade. So in this way they will just prove themselves that they are just very good. So removing barriers or restrictions set by the government, it what is known as the liberalization. तो इस तरह से हम कह सकते हैं कि whatever the barricades are there, so thus removing these barricades or removing the restriction, this is known as the liberalization, and this liberalization that is very important for the globalization. Now we come to the next topic, that is World Trade Organization. World Trade Organization, it is WTO. What is WTO or what is the World Trade Organization? Okay, sometime it is coming that the examiner they can ask that what is the full form of WTO? It means World Trade Organization. Okay, so World Trade Organization, it is this organization. Okay, and in this organization it is just set up, the things are the set up that there are no any type of restriction on the foreign trade. Okay, it means foreign trade पे कोई भी restriction नहीं होगी. All type of foreign trades are free. It means from all type of barricades. So in this way, easily any of the company they can just do the competition with the another country and they can just connect to the another country. Okay, this is the main aim of the World Trade Organization. Okay, so in this organization it means approximately 2014 there are 160 countries are there. They are just come under it, this World Trade Organization. Okay, and because of this World Trade Organization there are no any type of restrictions are there. Okay, it means any of the company, any of the countries, okay, they can easily trade with the another country. So one example is given about in your book, that is the World Trade Organization. Okay, in this World Trade Organization there are the things are, it means some rules and regulations are also there in this World Trade Organization. In this manner the company can just trade with the another countries. Okay, so it is just given that because in the India, okay, in this example it is given that India it is just more and more people they are just engaged in the agriculture. Okay, and it means more people they are just get the employment with the help of the agriculture only. Okay, it means total 3/4 people are in India, they are just dependent on the agriculture. Okay, so it means in the GDP, the more amount of GDP is given by this particular people. Okay, so that's why it is just written in this World Trade Organization that the government they will not give any type of subsidy to the farmers. Okay, so it means sometimes it is just complaint with the people that this World Trade Organization they are not fair. It means their rules and regulations are not same for the every countries. It means in the case of India they have just said that the government will not give any type of subsidy to the farmers, and opposite of that in the US, okay, the government, because in the US there are not much amount of number of people they are dependent on the agriculture, but then also the government is giving the subsidy to them. So in the same manner they can just increase their production, and whatever the excess product they are just easily sent to the another country in a very low price. So in this way their income is very high. Okay, so but in the case of India, okay, this it is the restrictions there that the government will not give any type of subsidy to the member of the agriculture, those who are just dependent on the agriculture. So that's why there are just a thing is there that's why the developing countries, it means they are just think that we have reduced trade barriers as per WTO rules, but you have ignored the rules of WPA and have continued to pay your farmers the money. So it is just then the things is that it should be clear and there the rules of the WTO it should be fair. ऐसा नहीं हो कि किसी और कंट्री के लिए कुछ और रूल हो और किसी और कंट्री के लिए कुछ और रूल्स हो. जैसे यूएस में गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा फार्मर्स को हेल्प दी जा रही है और इंडिया में बैरिकेड्स लगाए गए हैं कि जो गवर्नमेंट है वो फार्मर्स को हेल्प नहीं करेगी. ओके, सो दिस इज द मेन ऑफ द वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ओके, नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस अबाउट द इम्पैक्ट ऑफ ग्लोबलाइजेशन इन इंडिया. Because before that you have just seen about the factor that have enabled the globalization and मतलब जो factor जो थे वो globalization को बढ़ावा देते हैं. and impact of globalization in India, globalization का इंडिया के ऊपर क्या प्रभाव पड़ा है. Okay, so we can say that in the last 20 years globalization of Indian economy has come a long way. So let us look about some example that what is the impact of the globalization in our country India. Okay, so you can see that in the past 20 years there are the globalization in our country. Okay, so as a consumer the people have the variety of choice. Okay, it means we have so many variety that either we can choose the product of any of the countries and easily we can get the product. Okay, and in the same manner that the companies, okay, the some manufacturing companies, they have also the things is that easily if suppose they are just purchasing the raw material. Okay, so in the same manner they can just sending their raw material to the MNC. Okay, and because if MNC is just setting up their offices, their factories into our country, so in the same manner the people, those who are very skilled people are there, so they can just get the job opportunity. Okay, and there are the variety of the products are there, so as a consumer also we have so many choices. So now the things, it means it is not a thing that all the product that is completely manufactured in our country, because in the previous example also I explained that sometimes the product, it means the starting product that is just manufactured in another countries, and after that they are just going to the another country for the assembling. Okay, and after that they are just setting the things in another countries, and after that the product they are just sending to the different part of the world. So in this way, this is the impact of the consumer, that consumer have the variety of choice. Okay, and those who have the money. Okay, so in this way the globalization that is very good for them also. Okay, but if I just take the example of the small workers. Okay, so this small worker, they are very much affected about the globalization. Okay, because this small worker, they are not get the advantage of the globalization, and because in this globalization, whatever one example is also given in your book about one person, and he is just small manufacturing companies is there, but due to the MNC setup, okay, so their business is completely destroyed. So it means we can say that the small worker, they are very much affected about this globalization. And one more thing is that those who are the small, it means the laborers are there. Okay, very poor person are there, because before the globalization they have, if they are just working in any of the factory, so they have just to get the extra benefit. But due to the globalization, because the companies, they are setting their factories and the offices in this, so what is the main aim of that? What is the production cost? It will be very less, and their aim is to earn more amount of profit. So that's why they are not giving the different type of facilities to the labor. Okay, so in this way the small worker and the laborer they are very much affected about this globalization, and due to the variety of the extra benefits, extra facilities है वो कम देगा. Okay, so that's why the labor they are very much affected. So we can say that in this globalization some positive effect also and some the negative effect also. So the next topic, the struggle for a fair globalization. The struggle for a fair globalization, it means because in this globalization the WTO, this is just set up the rules and regulations. Okay, so that's why for the fair globalization, it is very much important for the development of any countries that it should be the fair globalization should be there. Okay, so that's why government should just increase some of the restriction over the markets. Okay, it means if sometime it should be happen, ऐसा होना चाहिए कभी कभी that if all the product that is come from the different part of the country. Okay, so what would happen about the people those who are manufacturing the product in the local market? So to increase their production, to sell the increase of their product, so government should give some restriction about the different type of countries. So in this barricades or in this restriction, definitely in our local market the trade will be increased. Okay, so that's why we can say that in one example we have just given them one example that in this WTO there are different rules for the India and there are different rules for the US. So it should be fair. So in this way the globalization, the effect of the globalization will positive in our country also. So if we just wind up the chapter, so we can say that in this main part we'll discuss about what is globalization, the factor that have enabled about the globalization, and how we have just to discuss about that what is the factor that are affecting about the globalization. It means different people, what was the impact of the globalization, and last we have discussed the struggle for a fair globalization. So definitely the globalization that is good for the country, but there should be some restriction is there. So in this way the